Welcome back to the Wildcat Podcast, episode, 9? I think it's 9. It's either 9 or 10.
It's one of those two. I'm just laughing because, like we just talked about what was NPR, and your introduction is just like NPR. No, nothing wrong with that. And it's a very professional, very clean way of introducing. So, yeah, I think it's, I believe we're at episode 9.
I'm not in frame, and all you see is a hand.
No, you're in frame, I think.
Yeah, you should be in frame. We have Mr. Blincoe today for our podcast. So, hello, Mr. Blincoe.
Hi.
I mean, I guess, I don't know. I was trying to do a weird wave where it's like, between the camera and you.
Yeah. It's my first podcast, so.
Yes, hooray.
I don't know all the rules and stuff.
Don't worry, there's not many.
There are two. It's pod and cast.
There you go.
And Wildcats.
And Wildcats.
There you go.
So, yeah.
That's what it.
Talk.
So, I mean, basically, it's like a talk show. We have a few talking points and all that. But anything can happen on the Wildcat Podcast as well.
One time, Mr. King over there, we were filming a spooky podcast, and Mr. King poked through the door and said, "Spooky."
We should have him do that almost in every spooky podcast.
What was it? The last episode of the Wildcat Podcast
was Tallman's.
Or was that? Okay,
No,
I'm thinking.
It was more.
No, we had more with more as well.
Yeah, but it was Tallman the one that did it.
Yeah, it was Tallman's for King, but when we had the last more with more, we had a student that just came in and tried to sell us trash bags.
Oh, Carly. That was Carly.
So for those of you who do not know, Mr. Blincoe is one of our new teachers this year.
Yeah, I barely knew him, so it's my first time I actually talked into him.
Oh, well.
Well,
To be honest, it is.
Hopefully, I won't lay an egg here.
So Mr. Blincoe, just to let the viewers know, you're in the resource room, and you are also one of the middle school football coaches, correct?
Yes, I am.
So how's your year been going so far here in Haven?
My year's been going great. Football season, we finished 0-7, but it's a new program, and we're looking forward to getting it turned around and doing a lot more stuff during the off season, get a little stronger, get a little faster, so we can take that record and go to new heights that Haven hasn't seen before. And as far as my school year is concerned, you guys have some great kids here.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are fantastic. I love it here.
That's what I thought and said almost every single day last year, so
Yeah.
and this year as well.
We're angels.
Yeah.
This year,
The seniors, at least.
Angels.
Yeah. Right on, Alex.
So
Hashtag 2020.
perfect vision. Hashtag 2020.
Yeah.
You both are wearing glasses, so
All three of us are wearing glasses.
I should be wearing glasses, but I don't have them with me.
I
I'll just put an overlay of you wearing glasses.
Watch
It's like,
a video.
yay!
Just draw them on.
Alex, do that.
Alex is our resident editor.
Because I don't know nothing about editing. Not
we-
yet. Not firmly.
In
So I can
the
actually
time of
edit.
this recording, I've already taught you how to use
Not as good
Premiere.
as Alex. Okay.
Well, yeah.
I also had 2.25 years working with Premiere Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not fair. You can say I'm a good person at it. I'm good at it.
And also, Brittany is our camera person when it comes to our live stream of football games.
Yep, but won't be tomorrow. Or
Well,
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, tomorrow no, because there's no football game tomorrow.
I forget.
Technically today, if we get it uploaded on Friday.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, we record every Wednesday, and we try to get it uploaded on Fridays, which is the reason why we didn't have a podcast episode last week because it was a short week. So I think the next time that we plan on not having an episode is on Thanksgiving week. So
Hallelujah. I'm already thinking about stuffing.
but we haven't gotten to Halloween yet. And we can't start talking about Christmas until after we get to like the first candy that's been given out in Halloween.
Yeah.
Too late. I'm already thinking about Christmas.
Yeah, my wife's already told me how many days there are to Christmas, and I just tell her, come on.
As soon as Halloween's over, it's just Christmas music for like 2 months.
Yeah.
And even afterwards, like even after Christmas, they play it for like till like the middle of January.
Nope, February.
Yeah.
In my parents' house.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
That's why I use Spotify, because I'm tired of Christmas music.
I get Christmas music on Spotify.
I'll listen to Christmas music like a few days before Christmas. So like basically when school lets out. And then I'm like, okay, Christmas time, hooray, let's go set up the tree, wrap all the presents, and then I get one day where I can just, look at them under the tree, and then we'll open them.
Christmas is when like the Star Wars movie comes out, usually in my family. We're
Good
a bunch of
idea
nerds.
for Christmas.
Oh, can't wait for that.
Yes.
Wrap
Rise
empty
of
boxes.
I haven't.
Put them under the tree. If your kid misbehaves, throw one in the fire.
Make sure it's the empty one.
Throw an empty box into the fire.
I made that mistake, and that Malibu Barbie really didn't look the same.
Like, was it like a doll?
It was white trash Barbie.
It was burnt Barbie.
Burnt Barbie.
Like a tall doll?
It was
like
third-degree burns Barbie.
It was just a regular Barbie.
Burns Barbie.
They make those tall ones.
Yeah.
I broke its arm.
Oh man, I'm going like in a really, really dark place. So let's just keep on going.
Here's where we were. Here's where you
Follow
went.
us to the rabbit hole.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm not even going to begin on that. So
It's like I could edit that out, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just not going to give you the chance to.
We're talking about Barbies.
Yes, they are.
Oh, no, my kid's 14 now, so there's no Barbies anymore. So that was a long time ago. I was young and dumb. So.
And it's either toys or they want a pet.
I want pets.
Yeah, you don't want to throw the pet in the fire.
That's where I was going with
Some people actually do. They're animal cruelty people.
Yes,
They
and
actually do that to their animals.
shame on them. Shame on them.
On Facebook.
We've immediately skipped over Halloween.
It's because as people get older, Halloween just becomes like less important.
I just want cash.
I'm looking forward to Halloween this year because it's the first year my daughter hasn't trick-or-treated and stuff, so like we actually get to hand out candy for like the first time and stuff and like relax. So I'm kind of really looking forward to that instead of wearing a Green Arrow outfit and walking around Riverside in Wichita, Kansas, and just being hot and like stuff's coming off and arrows get caught in the quiver and stuff like that.
Well, one time for Halloween, back where I came from, I just wore jeans and a neon pink sweatshirt, and I went as Neon Girl. That's it. I had a
creativity.
Neon pink sweatshirt.
There you go. Yeah.
That was my costume.
I
still got candy. So
my plan is to put on the Macho Man glasses once again and go in as Macho Man Randy Savage. I don't do trick or treating, but I mean, hand
out Slim Jims.
Yeah. Oh, the kids are gonna be so thrilled to see the habanero fire.
Oh no, I don't want habanero.
Yeah, I'm not a spice guy.
I've seen on Instagram before where somebody handed out a rotisserie chicken.
Okay.
I'll be happy.
If somebody gave me like actual food, I'm just like, all right.
Yeah.
So back in Monty, some of the Mennonites, they would hand out either like slices of cake, a plate full of cookies, pudding, ice cream, hot chocolate.
And I was trick or treating in the wrong neighborhood.
Yeah,
me too.
I moved away.
Or a Rolo or something like that.
I'm
good.
like, I have a plastic pumpkin pail. November 1st, dump it out, find all the good candy in there.
That's right. Get rid of all the black licorice.
Yep.
Yep.
What is the most underrated Halloween candy?
Black licorice.
No.
I don't like black clover.
Yeah,
right.
but that
no underrated.
Oh,
one that you
Underrated.
like that doesn't get that doesn't get handed out as much, basically.
Or that people like hate.
Yeah.
I barely see Reese's get handed out. Or Reese's Pieces.
I'm gonna go old school and say candy corn. I like candy corn. It's an acquired taste, but
I've never had
once
candy
you
corn.
get past like the first couple of them, you're good.
Yep.
You're good.
First couple, I thought we were going to say first couple hundred. I'm like, wait a minute.
No.
That's just like an entire bag. I like candy corn. I'm like one of like a few people in my family that actually like candy corn.
Yeah.
I love candy corn
I've never
myself.
had candy corn, and I'm pretty sure I don't like it.
Have you ever heard that song? I don't like candy corn.
I heard
My
that.
kid sings that all the time when
I
I'm
heard
eating
that.
candy corn.
Insert if I can find it.
Yeah, if you can find
Editor's note.
it's there. It's there. It's pretty funny. So
I mean, for me, I've always, every single time I think about candy corn, I keep thinking of this. Like, I want to do this and just get like a bag of candy corn and a bag of like those jumbo mushrooms and make my own candy corn on the cob.
Jumbo mushrooms?
Yeah, like the big mushrooms. Like, they're not that big, but like, they're pretty big. Like,
Yeah.
they're jumbo-sized mushrooms.
portobello.
You don't make mushrooms
and candy corn?
Yeah. It's a lot of sugar, but yeah.
Well,
Why
they're
mushrooms?
mushrooms.
Are we thinking about different
The mushrooms
kinds of
balance-
Marshmallows. Sorry. I said
Mar- okay. I
I eat
was
marshmallows
like,
on the way
wait
to
a
school.
minute.
I really thought this took a left turn.
I know. I was sitting there going, "Are you okay?"
I was thinking, what are you
That-
pumpkin spice latte right here. That's what I'm drinking. I'm not a coffee drinker. I'm an iced tea drinker, and that's what
Reese's Cappuccino.
I just kept imagining like sautéed mushrooms, and you throw candy corn into the
Ew.
pan. Like, yeah, this will be good this year. Come on.
Alice is over there like being like a cook.
I just keep thinking like,
I don't think that's vegan.
I don't
They're
believe
definitely
that's
not gluten free.
No,
I don't believe that's on the
Okay.
keto
Nah.
diet.
no, yeah.
I mean, okay, to be honest, I do like mushrooms myself.
don't.
Yeah, mushrooms are good.
Yeah,
No.
sautéed portobello mushrooms.
Hamburgers.
Ooh,
Nope.
ooh, like at Five Guys. Yeah.
The Five
Alex,
Guys in Hush
you are
closed
not
down,
my friend no more.
and I don't think I ever went to Five Guys.
Friendship ruined.
No, I went there once, but it was too expensive, so I never
Five
went again.
Guys. Five Guys rules.
Oh yeah.
I
It's
love Five Guys.
it's a good place, and
There
get
was
your
one in front of the academy. No, not academy. At the alley.
I know that's what I was talking about.
get your box
When I
of
was
peanuts and stuff like that.
I
Get two
forgot about
boxes,
that.
one for the peanuts, and then one for your shells and stuff like that. Because we don't want to make a mess, kids.
Do
We
it.
don't want to make a mess. Make sure if you go to Five Guys that you get two things so you can put your shells in there because we don't want to make more work for people.
Yeah. Oh man. We haven't
So
even.
what was the original question then?
Yeah, what were the original questions?
Well, we already talked about the football team, and I talked about my year.
Yeah.
But if there's any other questions, I can
Yeah.
I can
well,
answer.
Tell us about yourself, Mr. Blincoe. What did you do before coming over here and all that? So, yeah.
Well, that is classified.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. No, I taught in Wichita for the last 14 years, and before that, I taught a year in Belle Plaine at the high school, and then I taught at Andover Central Middle School. Before that, that was my first teaching job, and it was only part-time. I decided to make kind of like a life change. I'd been in a middle school and we had 700 students, and it was nuts. And I just kind of wanted to find something that is a little bit more homey, nice, and in a small town. And I got very lucky to get hired on with Reno County co-op, educational co-op. And and to wind up here at Haven High. And I love teaching high school after 14 years of middle school. You guys are way different. And it's so cool. So that's kind of what I did before there. I have a wife, Amy, and a daughter, Grace. And my wife and I have been married for 16 years. And my daughter's 14 years old. She's a freshman at Wichita North High School. So she goes to school with like almost 3,000 people.
Oh wow!
So yeah,
Then you teach in a school of like
300.
300, yeah.
Yeah, it's way different. It's so nice and it's relaxing, and yeah, you say good morning to people and they say good morning back. It's really. I suggest this for anybody that listens to this and wants to make a career change. I tell you what, you hit the jackpot out here.
Oh yeah.
It's nice because every time I walk in the door, he's right there at the door. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah.
And we never had that.
So now you say like this. You know, that right now is the first time that you actually get to speak with Mr. Blincoe when he's been saying good morning to you every single morning.
Sometimes I had headphones.
She has her headphones in and just goes straight around.
Yeah.
Which a lot of kids do, but it's okay.
I always
it's
have
okay.
headphones
I'm a morning person.
I'm not.
So I have a nice drive out here, so like I'm fully awake by the time I get here. So I can't nap on the drive.
So you live out in Wichita then?
Yeah, I live in Wichita by Cake TV, so
okay.
I just jump on the highway and boom, I'm here.
Yeah, see,
it's like where you live.
Yeah, I live over by the little bit south of the Park and Zoo. So yeah, about 30-minute drive, but yeah, it's really nice. You get to spend those 30 minutes, fully waking up, and then the 30 minutes going back home. It's like a nice little like
decompression.
Yeah.
Definitely. Especially after last night. We were here till 8.
Ooh, yeah.
When was it? I was at home.
Lucky. No, I'm just kidding. No, it was very nice meeting with parents and stuff. And you, like I said, you have a wonderful community here and parents care. And it's refreshing and fantastic, and I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I had a couple that just came in, their kids are in on my debate team. There we go. And it was just like, hey, just want to give you an update. My kid talks about debate all the time, and I'm like, awesome. That means that they're doing so good. So it's like, I mean, it's really nice to have, because like that's something that's different in a small town than like in a bigger city. Like, in a small town, you have that nice small town feel, that small town atmosphere, and that's not a bad thing. That's a really good thing.
Have like Fall Fest here.
Yeah.
Never had Fall Fest before.
Everybody gets to know everybody and all of that.
Yeah.
Oh, Alex is doing some adjustments, it looks like. But, yeah, I mean, like, everybody knows everybody and all that. So, like, if something good happens, the entire town knows it. If something bad happens, the entire town knows it.
Oh, yes.
It's like that. It's like that old saying. It takes a village to raise a child. In that way.
Well, it's a good village here.
Oh yeah. Whereas, like, in a bigger city, you just,
you're on your own.
You're on your own, and I've known because I was a substitute for 2 years before working here, and like a lot of the times you would have, I mean, like, and it's not like a lot of, like, all the times or anything, but like sometimes you would just have like a student whose parent wouldn't even know that they were in school, and that's that's kind of the sad thing. So, but yeah, no, Haven's wonderful.
Yeah, it's true to its name. It's a haven.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh yeah. So so middle school football is already over, right?
Yep.
Let's see here. Any, like, are you coaching any other sports or activities?
No, I haven't been approached to anything else for anything else. But so if Mr. Kirkpatrick's out there, I'm open to anything. So I'm a baseball person. I love baseball. Had a lot of fun watching the World Series last night. Listened to it on the radio on the way home. So I love the game.
Yeah, my Astros lost last night, and now there's news out there about what was it? One of the coaches and his words in the locker room. So yeah that's not good.
Not good at all.
So, Mr. Kirkpatrick, if you're listening, you know you've got
options.
You
got
Mr.
options.
Blincoe.
That's right. Settle if you need to settle. I'm here.
You actually have my little brother on your football team.
Oh, who's your little brother?
Brandon.
Okay, all right.
They always called him Side Botton.
Yeah.
At the home games, every time it's Side Botton.
And the funny thing is that I've been working the scoreboard for a lot of those home games, and I remember the first time I was asked, like, is it side bottom or side bottom? And I'm like, it's side bottom, like your tushy.
Your bottom's on your side. Bottom.
Yeah. So.
And they would get his number wrong on the sheet. Where
Yeah, it'd be 50.
Yeah. They would have it as like 51.
No, he was 50. Yeah, I didn't know.
And they would have like some of the kids repeated to like Evan Bartholomew.
Evan
His
Bartholomew.
name was repeated twice on the sheet at the last home game. Another kid was. I'm just like, what? What is with this? Every time on the home games, they have side bottom. I'm like,
they just don't like you or your family.
No, ouch.
And there was even there was even a knuckle pop in there too. So
I'm pretty sure I can take you down.
No threats.
Okay.
No threats. No
hey,
threats.
got
no
two
fighting.
teachers here.
Yep.
You know why? Because we hate doing paperwork.
Yep. Paperwork, and I don't want to break out the cleaning supplies.
Yeah, that's right. You know, I have to disinfect the table and get the gauze out.
Speaking of names and like getting some things wrong, it's like it's not just like on the middle school level, it's also been like in the high school level, like when we live streamed a game, I think it was the last one against Cheney, there was one player, I don't remember from which side it was not on the his name was not on the program at all. So there was a number with no name out on the field. So it's like
it's an apparition.
An apparition.
See, then we're getting back to Halloween again.
Yes, spooky.
Better spooky.
Oh man. So next year we'll be in middle school once again. Are you excited for next year's team?
Yeah. Hopefully I get to come back, and we'll see. You never know what the future holds and stuff like that. So,
true.
Like I got a kid in high school right now, so got to make sure, got to check with the family and everything. So because I've been coaching for 15 years. So sometimes you gotta take a year off or something. But we'll see.
Kylie, to the quiet room.
Kylie, you better go to the quiet room.
Yep, go to the quiet room.
Now.
Alrighty.
It's a great place to catch a nap. I didn't know where
yeah.
the quiet room was until I walked in there, thinking it was Miss Wilson's room.
Oh yeah.
And like everybody's just laid out, and I was like, "Oh, this is what they've been talking about."
It's Miss Barter's old English room.
Yeah.
Miss Wilson's over by Mr. Roper's.
Yeah. Well, I thought I got it wrong.
You're learning.
You don't get lost here, which is nice.
It's not a very big school.
No,
Nope.
it's not.
It's actually not.
I thought it was huge because I went down and I thought the middle school was the high school.
Eliza Pepe and Michael Evans to Miss Matthews' room. Eliza and Michael to Miss Matthews' room.
Sounds like a math emergency.
I'm just more like students, stop getting in trouble during the first half of lunch on Wednesdays.
1 + 3 = 7.
Find X. I found it.
Yeah, I think we've We're about like at the 30-minute mark here, so I mean we'll probably go ahead and get things wrapped up. But
Okay.
I'd rather see a teacher.
Yeah, I mean, it's so yeah. Check out Mr. Blincoe's room. If ever you get a chance, would you want people like to pop in and say hi to you?
Yeah, pop in, say hello.
Be nice.
You come see. I got a bunch of.
He's got candy.
I got candy. Yes, yes, I have candy.
Oh,
And then I gotta refill my candy stock. I got a lot of stuff in there. Like superhero stuff and Funko Pops and stuff like that.
Funko
So I'm a
Pops?
they got
Like
the big
little
head.
figurines.
Yeah, they got little figurines. They got the big head, and I'm a
I thought we were
big
still
Doctor
talking about
Who
candy for a
nerd.
second.
Yeah, I'm a big Doctor
I'm
Who
hungry.
nerd, and it's on
Who?
my door, and people are like, "Who?" It's a British show.
Yeah.
So.
He's right there, right at the front of the door, or right at the front of the building, right next to the doors.
It must
He's
be
always
cold.
standing outside his door.
Yeah, so I wear 3 or 4 layers every day.
Yeah, so do I. Well, 2 layers today.
Yeah.
All right.
The
Well,
curse of being near doors.
yes.
Yeah, but it's a good way because that's how I get to say good morning to everybody. So
There you go.
And then Mr. Clem is all the way back here.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you
Easy
very
getaway.
much. Thank you very much, Mr. Blincoe, for joining us today.
thanks for having me.
We'll welcome you anytime you ever want to come back on the podcast.
Sure,
So.
sure. I
Or just pop on in.
say spooky.
Boo.
Or try to sell us trash bags.
Yeah, trying to sell us trash bags.
All right. So Alex, when is our next episode going to be? When is it? Because I still need to talk to the teacher to see if he can come in
I thought it
for
was
the
We got a
next.
short
Eli.
week next week too.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was Zane and Eli next.
Yes. Zane and Eli, you guys are next. We're also going to try to get a teacher in as well. Is
Mr.
it
King.
next week?
Yeah, they'll still up next week.
All right.
Good to know. See, it's like a preview, like at the end of a TV show. So
Yeah.
now we know.
All right.
That's cool.
I was trying to give you the outro, man.
Oh, you could have said that.
Stay tuned for the next podcast.
Well, if they stay tuned, I mean, they're just going to be staring at our YouTube channel for the next few days.
I'm fine with that as long as they subscribe. Subscribe, hit the bell,
Mash
like the video.
Mash that like button.
Like and subscribe.
Live stream football game on Friday night, starting at 6 p.m. We're gonna have a senior night live and free,
Hold up, what's
basically.
senior
So
night?
where all the seniors gather up because it's the last football game.
Home game.
Yeah, last football home game.
Oh.
So it'll be an emotional tribute to all the seniors that played in fall sports, and you'll also get to see Wichita Trinity versus Haven. So if you can't be at Wildcat Stadium on Friday night, join us on YouTube. So
I'll watch from YouTube.
yep.
It's well worth the watch. I
I'll
watched it
try.
and enjoyed it.
All right. Thanks once again, and we'll see you all in the next one.
Bye.